Hello everyone, this is Saif from Urar Studio and welcome to our devlog number 9. It's a great number for us. We are nearing our 10th devlog since we started doing this series. I'm always happy to share with you where we at right now in development. I think I missed the devlog about the perception skill, but you have seen the mini devlogs and many shorts about it. Today, I'm going to show you two small systems. Well, one is smaller than the other. I'm going to show you the injury system and the companion system. So basically, as you can see in the bottom left of my screen, my character has. I just got out from the fight with the wolves, so I have my leg and my arm who are broken. So, what happens when you have your body parts broken is you are disabled in certain techniques. So, for this case, I can't dodge anymore and I can't parry anymore. So, how we want to deal with it? You just go to your injury system. Of course, all of this is work in progress. But point is, you will be able to use bandages, healing ointments, or splints in order to treat different wounds and injuries. So far, I need healing ointments. I will craft them. I think I have the necessary ingredients for that. No, we are missing the fiber. So let's go get some. If I remember, we will have some fibers here. Here we are. So yeah, we craft the healing ointments. It will allow us to heal our body parts for the fights ahead. So when you apply them, it will heal all the body part. But we are trying to implement other systems in that. One game I love, who is doing great regarding body systems, is Enshrouded. It's an indie game and it's really nice to play. I remember also a game called I think Surge. It had this same mechanics about body parts when you need to heal yourself and you get this you disable enemies body parts and it will allow you to get bonuses in fights. So basically this is the idea. You'll have body parts and they will react in battle. When your arm is at 50%, you will uh, parry with more stamina, but it's if it's destroyed you will have a parry disabled. Anyway, again, it's work in progress. The idea is here, the system is here. With your feedback we will improve on that. Before starting the same thing, as you can see, there is my Goblin companion waving there. I'm also recording with the FPS on screen in order to see how the quality of the game is optimized. The second system we are going to show is the companion system. So this is the first companion you'll encounter in the game. It's the cave goblin. So again, our survival game is also an RPG. I insist on that because we don't want you just to explore the world and to make buildings and stuff like that. We want you to have unique companions that you can command, like Dragon's Dogma, giving them things to do, but also they will have voiceover, they will have quests, they will show you the fight between races in the game. Still early to speak about that, but here we are. The first other character we have in the game, it's the goblin. So what you can do with your goblin companion is to command him. So you see here we have hold all. So if you have another companion, he will hold the line. Maybe you would sacrifice them in order to flee with your wife, but they will have a moral downgrade. You can ask them together to come with you in order to follow you again. We have three main things you can do with your companions. First thing is the actions. You can ask them to lead. I will click on that later. Your companion will have traits. To make it simple, you will gain companions points. With your experience point, you can spend into traits, and these traits will allow you to ask them to guide you to the next quest or to the next treasure or to the next boss, things like that. So they will lead you to your next destination according to their traits. The position is to allow them to go into certain places. So when you want to make some strategic defenses or attacks, you can ask your companion to be positioned in a certain area. I don't know, like to use him at bait or to just ask him to hold the line, things like that. So, and the last one is to hold the position. It's like instead of asking all the companions to stay, you ask this one in particular to stay. Okay, so the other parts of the companion is the behavior. It's great now because maybe you are not implementing it in the playtest because we try not to overdo in the system so people do not get confused. But to make it simple, behavior is to allow your companion to behave like a tank, a DPS, or a support. Tactics are something very deep, and we got inspiration from Final Fantasy XII and Dragon Age Origins, where you will ask your companions to do some tactics according to different situations. You can ask them if they got 50% of health down, they will use a potion. So you decide the threshold. You can also ask them to use a certain technique after your own technique. For an example, if you have a technique that applies poison to your enemy, your companion have a technique that deals more damage to poisoned enemies, he will know when to use it at the right moment. So the idea is to allow you for a lot of personalization on how you play with your companions, and I think it will give a lot of depth to a survival game with many races, many buildings, 8 biomes, a lot of exploration. So I think it's really there. Of course, again, I insist on saying this is work in progress. We can improve all of the UI and stuff like that. So let's ask our companion to lead now, so we can check where he's going to lead us. In this part of the playtest, there is a small scenario that players will play. And part of this scenario is sending your companion to do some kind of spying. And right now, he's coming to show us where he found the bandits. So yeah, he sprints when you sprints. I like him, and he slowed down when you are away from him. Um, this companion is a rogue, so he has other skills than you as a fighter. As a fighter, you have taunt and healing regen. As a rogue, you have other active skills and light attacks and heavy attacks. Anyways, we are nearing really the end of the playtest. Soon enough, I will showcase many things. I hope you stay with us for this adventure. I'm always happy to share with you because, as I said from the start, we are building around the community and we are trying to be as transparent as possible. We are just three devs. We want you to understand the scope. We want you to understand also what we are promising and not to get deceived what you will get in the final release of the game. Again, wishlist the game. It will help us a lot, and follow us on social medias. Your help is really proving very necessary at this stage of development, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks. Bye.